What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I am back on the bike, even though I was on the bike yesterday, and which brings us to today's topic of discussion, building volume. So right now we're about 12 weeks out from Ironman Lake Placid, and my main goal at this point in the build is to get volume at sufficient intensity up. Right now, my cycling volume is on the week just over race volume. I think after today's ride, quite a bit over actually. After today's ride, I might be at like 140 miles of cycling for the week and around 20 miles run. So my running volume is a little low. My cycling volume is fairly high. And the main reason for that is my cycling is pretty much where I'm going to be saving most of the time, if I'm lucky, if the day goes according to plan. And, this is just a good note for all of you. If you have a specific race in mind and you know that one leg of the race is going to be harder than another leg, there's nothing wrong with prioritizing the gains for that leg of the race, which is why I'm doing high volume on the bike, but also high elevation on the bike. So just keep that in mind as you continue in your training. That's really it. I plan on taking today easier, as I mentioned, and this upcoming week is a deload week, which means that my volume will be quite a bit reduced, maybe 60% of the previous weeks, and giving my body a chance to actually recover and soak in these gains, so then the following week I can actually see how everything shook out. Deload weeks are a little bit difficult mentally because you have the race pressure building in your mind, and you feel like since you're not actually working to the hardest of your ability, which is the point of a deload week. Since you're not working hard, you think that you're falling behind, and I feel like that sometimes too. Like me, even thinking about this deload week makes me realize I have quite a bit of progress that I still want to make. Is this the right call? And the answer is yes, it is the right call. When you've been training hard consistently for weeks on end without taking any additional rest days than you originally planned in that time, deload weeks are very beneficial. Now, if you're not consistent in your training and you take the extra rest day here and there, then deload weeks probably aren't necessary. Like my one coaching client, Tom, he is very consistent with his training, but he's had quite a few work trips and he has his family, and sometimes we have to shuffle his training around to the point where he's not really building significant fatigue. He's gradually improving and he's getting better and better week over week, but he's not at a point where he's under recovered or really in pain. So knowing that, I don't build deload weeks into Tom's schedule. I might just put in an occasional easy day, and that's enough to make up for the training that he's at right now. But me, I'm a different story. I have a different goal. I'm pushing a little bit harder. So that's really what we're doing here. So I'm going to get on the bike now, stop procrastinating. I have 2.5 hours to burn, and it's already the afternoon. So after this, my day is pretty much just going to be rest and recover and get ready for work tomorrow. So wish me luck. After the ride, I'll probably do a post-ride breakdown or just share a final thought of something that came up during the ride. If you like this and you want to learn more and you want to get better at your own Ironman training, check out the link in the description below. I have my Ironman Mastery training program. And on top of that, you should subscribe to this channel because I give tons of other free value as often as I can and as often as I am consistent with my posting. So talk to you soon. What's up, guys? Just finished up on the bike. Finished my 2.5 hour ride, and you know, I had this thought pretty early on because it was quite interesting. While I was pedaling and while I was just getting started, I wasn't nearly as sore or fatigued as I anticipated, just because of yesterday's ride. And I ended up having a higher average power for the full duration of today's ride compared to yesterday's ride. So the lesson there is don't overestimate your fatigue, don't overestimate your soreness, and don't limit what you plan to put into a workout before actually getting started. Because if I stuck to my plan and I said, you know what, despite how I feel and despite the feeling that I could push harder right now, let's take it easy and let's just recover. Now, still kudos for getting the workout in. It's always good to get the workout in, but the gains that I'm going to receive from today's effort far exceeds the gains that I would have received had I just taken it easy. And I could say that because the power that I put out today per level of effort was where I wanted it to be. Like my heart rate, the average heart rate, I didn't even look at it to be honest, but I was floating at around between 130 and 140 for pretty much the whole ride, except for a really difficult section that I ended up in at like the peak of one of these mountains that I was climbing. But aside from that, my heart rate was rock steady, felt good, and I was putting that higher level power out. So that's just a lesson there. Now, it is still important to now do what I'm supposed to do in terms of recovery. Make sure that I am treating my body correctly. Make sure that I'm getting enough calories in for the remainder of today. And let me just fix this camera's angle. And approach the rest of the night accordingly. So I already made this bottle of electrolytes, which I am definitely gonna have to probably take a second one of these in, and just start getting some food in. I most likely underate yesterday, most likely under on calories today. I could feel it. I did a very good job rehydrating yesterday and getting my salt up, so that's likely a chief contributor to feeling as good as I feel today. And I plan to continue that into this upcoming deload week. And with this deload week, it's looking like tomorrow will be a rest day. I'm probably gonna find either a yoga class to do tomorrow just to accelerate this rest period, and then back to training, mostly just running this week for the weekdays, and then straight back into high volume next weekend. So the deload week isn't quite a full week, it's more like a deload weekday block, and then straight back into heavy training. But it seems like my body's acclimating very well to this, so no real reason to fully pull off the gas. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Again, if you like this, please subscribe, and if you want to take your Ironman training to the next level, check out the link in the description below. See ya.